Hiya, Sandra here for Lisa Horton Crafts. Today I thought I'd do a video that's more focused on ink blending. The card that I've done, it's really just quite simple, rainbow sort of colours. I'm starting off with picked raspberry, distress oxide, carved pumpkin, squeezed lemonade, twisted citron and salty ocean. These are all kind of like my favourite colours for doing a sort of rainbow. What I would say is, if you're going to try and sort of ink and blend certain colours together, it's always nice if they're sort of in rainbow order. They just tend to blend nicer in each other. And also just try and be careful of certain colours that don't really create a nice colour if they're mixed, like say violet and yellow. Like that would probably go quite grey or muddy coloured. Orange and blue, that's another combination that you would maybe want to stay away from. I mean, sometimes I do mix those colours, but I tend to put them on the same card, but when I do, I try not to overlap them, more or less just sit them kind of together. And normally if you're doing some sort of like embossing or putting a die cut background or something over the top, it tends to disguise if it's not quite blended together. But as you can see, I've started off with the picked raspberry and now I'm on to the carved pumpkin. And what I try to do is start off with quite a light hand and also start off the page, as you can see. And that kind of stops you getting any harsh lines or like circle marks. I'm using my ink blending sponges today, but I really hope to get the Lisa Horton Crafts blending brushes because they look amazing. But for today, I'm just using my ink blending sponges. And also what I try to do is when I am blending, when I'm sort of blending in towards the centre of the, like onto the white part, I try to sort of tilt the sponge kind of up the way, just ever so slightly, and it stops you getting that harsh line from the edge of the sponge. And now I'm going in with the squeezed lemonade and just going over. And also a good trick to try and get in a nicer blend is kind of just keep going over, especially like the transition area. So I'm going in with the squeezed lemonade, and then you would want to maybe go back in with the carved pumpkin again, and then the squeezed lemonade, and really work at the sort of transition area. It really does make a big difference. I'm just keeping this quite plain today because I'm going to emboss with the, I never know if it's Dahlia or Dahlia 3D embossing folder, and it's also got the die cut as well, so I'll cut out one of the flowers, which is fantastic. And now I'm going in with the twisted citron. As I was saying, like the rainbow colours are really beautiful, and if you are, I mean, sometimes the colours that, if they're mixed, go a bit muddy, but they can still look amazing on the same card. Like I've done one where it was orange and I think it was peacock feathers actually, and picked raspberry. Like the picked raspberry and orange go nice, but the orange and the peacock feathers again can go quite muddy. But if you don't overlap it too much, it can be really, really beautiful. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear the voices. I'm doing this quickly at my work before I start, and there's people outside waiting at the baker's. And that's me just going over that transition area again. And once, like, it's almost like I don't have so much ink on the sponge, so I can go a little bit more heavy-handed when I'm working at that. Also, if you're either using your brushes or your sponges, whatever you're using, it's almost better if you don't wash them too much. Like, I've washed these and they're not working quite so well, whereas if you've got like almost like a layer of ink still already on them, they're much easier to blend. Just really going back over that area again where the two colours meet. And you'll find if you're using sort of colours that go nicely together, like in rainbow border or whatever, you will get a really nice combination colour kind of thing. This is the embossing folder, and it's got the die cut as well, the cut and die, sorry. And I've just put that in, and it's got some pattern. I mean, it's amazing, look at that. And then I'm also going to cut out just a white flower from the Dahlia, and then I'm also going to put a double layered sentiment on as well, just to finish off. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.